So hello comrades, I hope you all are good. So in this video I'll be talking about India-China relationship. Some of you were asking me to make a video on India-China relationship. So basically this video will deal with the India-China border dispute. So first of all, whenever we try to study a relationship, we should know the areas of cooperation and confrontation. Then only we should try to move into the other areas. So we will see what are the areas of cooperation between India and China, and then we will be talking about areas of confrontation. Then we will be talking about India-China border dispute specifically. Then we will see, is there a possibility of war between India and China, as many are claiming. So let's start with the area of cooperation. So the first area of cooperation is your economic area. In economic area, both the countries have got around 92.5 billion US dollar trade. So it's a huge interdependence of economies, as you can see, and there is also joint forum of your economic expert or your minister of your finance, etc., to strengthen this economic ties. And then the second area of cooperation is your strategic area. In this area, both the countries are the member of your important organizations like SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or RIC for that matter, or BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa group. So they are trying to change the world order by being in this group, and they have set an agenda in which they cooperate with each other. So and then both of them have a concurrence in the Doha agenda, same views on the Doha agenda, which is of WTO. If you don't know about Doha agenda, you can let me know, that I will make a video on it then. And thirdly, there is a symphony between both the countries in terms of democratizing the international institutions like IMF, World Bank, etc. So this is important, and also they have always vented same views on your environmental policies, etc., be it in Paris or anywhere. So they have same views on environmental protection or sustainable development. Fourthly, there has been a growing cooperation between India and China in cultural areas. Indian festival like Colors of India festival is celebrated in China, and then the Indian yoga and Indian cinema, Bollywood cinema basically, is highly popular in China. And then fifthly, there has been a growing Indian diaspora in China, which runs up to around 35,500 people in China, which is growing fast. So now let's discuss about the areas of confrontation between India and China. The first area of conflict is your border dispute. So we will be discussing it later in more details. And then the second area of confrontation is the river water dispute. The river water dispute arises because of China damming the Brahmaputra, or China hiding the river data. So that is an area of confrontation. And then the third area of confrontation is your trade deficit. Trade deficit runs around $50 billion in favor of China, so which is giving a sleepless night to Indian economies. And then fourthly, there is a issue of growing relationship between your China and Pakistan, like they are working on CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor, which India thinks threatens its sovereignty. And then fifthly, there is a strategic confrontation between India and China in South China Sea or in Indian Ocean, and India thinks that China is building a string of pearls to encircle India. And then again, there is an issue of growing relationship between India and US. So these are basically the things which is creating a glitch between India-China relationship. So now let's discuss about the India-China border dispute in brief. So the India-China border dispute arises because there is no well-defined or mutually agreed LAC between both the countries. Basically, the areas are divided into three sectors. First is your western sector, second is your middle sector, or third is your eastern sector. So western sector basically is the area of Aksai Chin or Ladakh area, where recently the Galwan issue, etc., Pangso Lake issue, etc., happened. And then middle sector is your Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand ka jo area hai. The middle sector is relatively your peaceful, and maps have been exchanged, so it is peaceful, relatively short, around 550 kilometers of area only. And then eastern sector, that is your Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. This eastern sector and western sector are both troubled areas. So ईस्टर्न सेक्टर में ही जो डोकलाम वाला इशू भी हुआ था. So these are the areas you should be knowing this. ईस्टर्न, मिडिल एंड वेस्टर्न सेक्टर में बॉर्डर डिस्प्यूट्स इज डिवाइडेड बिटवीन इंडिया एंड चाइना. सो व्हाट इज द इशू इन वेस्टर्न सेक्टर? तो बेसिकली द इशू इन वेस्टर्न सेक्टर इज दैट India wants the demarcation based on the Johnson line, but China wants the demarcation based on the McDonald's line. तो जॉनसन लाइन का हिसाब से उनसे योर अक्साई चीन्स कम विद इन इंडिया, बट मैकडोनल्ड का हिसाब से उनसे इट कम्स विद इन चाइना. सो इट इज़ लाइक ए टग ऑफ वार, बोथ wants to pull the things towards its side. So there has been a constant tension, and in the middle sector, as I already said, things are relatively peaceful and maps have been issued. So we will be discussing about the eastern sector. तो eastern sector में जो issue है, it basically arises because in Arunachal specifically arises because of the McMahon line. As you all know, McMahon line was drawn in the year 1914 in Simla. So representative of China, your Tibet and India was there. So but China later on didn't agree it because Tibet was not independent and it was a part of China. So China don't agree because Tibet was not a sovereign state at that time. And in 1951 the Tawang Valley, Tawang area was occupied or was bought under Arunachal Pradesh. That is a fact, you should know. So this is the India-China border dispute in brief. So when we look at the recent standoff between India and China, the reasons we can see that first of all there is a growing relationship between India and USA, and then secondly the Doklam issue. There was a Doklam issue in 2017 where India did not give up and China want to showcase its muscle power again, and then China is not happy with India's reorganizing your Jammu and Kashmir into Union territory. And then there is other issues also like mishandling of COVID by China, and China wants a distraction, and China is trying to distract the world by drawing their attention towards an unnecessary confrontation with India. So now the big question, whether there will be a war between India and China. So many people are saying that India should go for a war, India should teach China a lesson. So these are the things people are saying, but we can't be emotional. As we are going to be an administrator, we should not be emotional. We should look at the dynamics. We can easily see that China and India are hugely dependent on each other. There is a complex interdependence between both the countries, which runs deeper than your economic or political engagement. So as Nirupama Rao said, we are more interdependent than we were in 1950s or 60s where India-China war happened. So at this time the rhetoric may be high, but there won't be a war between India and China. At most the war can be economic or the cyber war, but there won't be a physical military war.